I'd heard the legend since I was a kid growing up in Ontario. They called it the Screaming Tunnel, just outside Niagara Falls. The story went that a girl had died there, burned alive, and if you lit a match in the center of the tunnel, the flame would go out, and you'd hear her scream. I never believed it. Until one night, I decided to see for myself. The tunnel wasn't hard to find. It was small, hidden under an old railway line, built of damp stone that glistened even in the dark. The air smelled of rot and wet earth. Every step I took echoed too loudly, bouncing back at me as though someone else was walking in rhythm. The deeper I went, the colder it became. My breath came out in faint clouds, and the silence pressed against my ears like a weight. The only light came from my flashlight, which flickered now and then, though the batteries were new. When I reached the center of the tunnel, I stopped. The walls were close, curved and slick, water dripping steadily from the ceiling. The darkness on both ends of the tunnel looked endless, swallowing the beam of my light. With trembling hands, I struck a match. The flame burned weakly, swaying as though the air itself was against it. For a few seconds, nothing happened. I almost laughed at myself, until it went out. Not like a normal flame dying. It was snuffed out, as though invisible fingers had pinched it closed. The darkness swallowed me whole, and then I heard it. A scream, high-pitched, raw, full of pain. It started faint, like it came from far down the tunnel, but it grew louder, closer, until it was all around me. The sound didn't echo like it should have. It filled my head, rattling inside my skull. I spun around, flashlight shaking in my grip. The beam caught nothing but stone, but the scream didn't stop. It changed, breaking into sobs, gasps, like someone burning alive right in front of me. My instincts screamed at me to run. I stumbled toward the exit, shoes splashing through puddles, my breath ragged. But the tunnel didn't end. No matter how far I ran, the walls stretched on, the stone dripping, the scream chasing me. My flashlight flickered out, leaving me in absolute black. My legs ached, but the end never came. And then, silence. Sudden. Crushing. I froze, the sound of my heartbeat loud in my ears. That's when I felt it. Hot breath right against the back of my neck. A hand, small, bony, slid into mine and held it tight. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. My throat locked. My chest refused to expand. And then her voice whispered, so close I could feel the vibration against my skin. Now it's your turn. The walls groaned. The floor trembled. And as the air filled with the smell of smoke and burning flesh, the darkness closed in forever.